Buenos días y bienvenidos a la clase de español. Muy bien. So, I'm going to make this each week kind of like a weekly preview of kind of what we got going on or on Google Classroom. You saw those videos also that I posted about just kind of general tips and what to use. So let's take a look at this week and what we got going on. So, oh, that's a mess. It's a mess. What's first? What's second? Oh yeah, classwork. That's where we got to go. That's really going to help us understand the order. You might have to scroll down a little bit, but let's take a look at this week's activities, what we have going on. Today, there is a worksheet on weather, and it's a grid worksheet, and basically what you're going to do is just talk about activities that you like to do during certain types of weathers. And as you can see, some students have already turned it in. Remember, you can turn this in by copying this document, making it your own copy, and then typing it in, or I gave you a physical copy. You can do that too. Then weather and activities 2 on this one. This is a translation worksheet. Okay, so I have some sentences in Spanish and then some sentences in English, and you just need to translate them. And again, you can do this on Google Docs, or you can just write it out, whichever is the best for you. Okay, and then our tener phrases. Okay, so we've got our tener phrases. And some students have been working ahead, which is awesome. But if you haven't, no worries. Just try to stay on track with what's for you. Remember, I'm going to put up assignments on Friday, so you have basically until Friday. But you want to kind of stay. So these are using tener phrases, but then also combining activities, and then also kind of translating these like tiene hambre, tiene sed, tiene frío, tiene calor, and the different forms of tener. So check those out. Then and that is on the 25th. And then on Thursday, or on Friday rather, I'm going to have you do a pen pal letter. And that basically is just, typing this out, and you're going to have an introduction of yourself and talking about things you can do, that you like to do, typical week, all written there. But yet you can either write that out on a piece of paper, or you can type it out, whichever works best for you. Just obviously know that I know everything you know in Spanish. I know everything that you know in Spanish. You know everything, and I because I've taught you pretty much everything. So if you're using Google Translate, it'll be really easy for me to see. And remember, just push yourself. Try to write that down. Okay, and then let's see here. I thought I had something also on 326, but I must not. Okay, so I'll put a little something up for 326. Actually, here, let me rename this. Call this 326, and then that'll be for Thursday, and then for Friday I'll post something at the end of the week for you to do as well. Okay, so that's what we got going on this week. So just make sure you stay on track, and like I've told a lot of students, the best way you should be sending way more emails now than you ever did before, just because of the nature of it. Ask questions. If you're confused, just let me know. Otherwise, yeah, hopefully it's a good week for you. But this is gonna be the toughest week by far. You're going to be figuring things out. Other teachers are going to be figuring things out. I personally am going to be figuring things out about how this works. This will be the toughest week, and then after this, it should get easier. Who knows when we're going to be back? So hopefully it's sooner than later. But yeah, this will be the toughest week. So just do your best and make sure you ask a lot of questions. If you figure it out and ask a lot of questions now, that'll be a lot easier than pushing it down the line and figuring it out later. So understand this week, send a lot of emails to teachers. They're more than willing to help you out. And I am included in that population too. So buena suerte, and we'll be doing some different things later, but I figured this would be an easy first week for us. So yeah, rock and roll. Have a great week, and email me with questions.